All right, everyone. Hey, how's it going? Tom Pounder here. You can find me at ymsidekick.com, or you can check me out on Twitter at @TAPounder or at ymsidekick. Hey, I got 4 podcasts that I heard this week that directly relate to church communications, church tech stuff, and I want to share them with you today. So here are the 4 that I thought were fascinating. The first one, Social Media Examiner. Okay, I pump up Social Media Examiner all the time, but they're not a ministry or church communications kind of blog or website or organization, but they have so much great social media marketing stuff that it's just amazing. And so what they talk about today is about the future of social media, future of social media marketing, and it directly affects to church communications, because the reality is so many times we're so behind. Church communications and church tech stuff is so far behind on what is actually happening in the real world, and we get caught up behind. Well, this is an opportunity for us to start hearing about some things, in particular about live streaming video, not necessarily as much about Periscope and Meerkat. That was last year, that was 2015, but more so about Facebook Live and some of the 3D or virtual reality stuff that is coming out. So you want to hit up the Social Media Marketing podcast today. The title is what does the future of social marketing look like? It directly applies. Michael Stelzner does a fantastic job talking about that this week. Another one that you want to look at is Pro Church Tools, and the one, it came out the other day. It's a church model you've never seen before. It's episode 94, and he brings in this guy. Brady brings in this guy that talks about starting a church almost online only, and then building a church through that model and using online tools. So it directly applies to online campuses, online church stuff, live streaming. You definitely want to check out that one. Again, it's Pro Church Tools, episode 94. Number 3 is, I'm just going to pump up the YM Sidekick podcast here, in the sense that I talked with my friend Peter Von Call, who's a videographer, and we talk about 2 cameras specifically, and in the show notes I add a 3rd camera in there that you can upgrade to from your phone, because I do this like what I'm doing right now on my phone. But if you want to take an upgrade, there's a basic model and a kind of a premium model that you want to check out. So check out the YM Sidekick podcast. I released it on Wednesday, and it's about upgrading from your iPhone to a real camera. And the last one came out today. It's from Church Mag, and they talk about cultural communications and the fact that we live in an online world. We live in a digital world. That it is what it is. Well, some of the things that I communicate here in America may not translate very well in the UK or in Italy, where we have people that kind of attend our online services. Well, Church Mag talks about raising awareness of cultural differences between different cultures around the world. So if you're going to be effective in reaching different cultures, we have to know how to communicate effectively to them. And that's what the guys at Church Mag talk about this week. All right, so 4 simple podcasts that you can tune into this week right now and go to and learn more stuff about online church, social media marketing as well. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you listening to? What podcasts are you listening to this weekend? Or even what blogs have you checked out this week that have encouraged you in church communications and church tech? Share it with me at @TAPounder or at YM Sidekick. I'd love to hear what you're doing right now. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you guys checking out the 4 podcasts that you should listen to this week. Talk to you guys later.